Hello, in this video I will talk to you about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the video setting you should think changing for making your footage look cinematic and buttery smooth. I think this is something that everybody is trying to achieve now with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. The easiest and quickest way to start is to change the rotational speed of the gimbal. This will help to obtain the most smooth movement and framing in my video, and each of them have different operational speed, and for me to obtain the most cinematic footage, I will set the speed of the gimbal to slow. This will help to obtain the most smooth movement and framing in my video. Okay, now I'll show you the rotational speed of the gimbal. First, I'm going to swipe down, and we're going to clip here. By default, it's set to default. Okay, we're going to put it on the fast for the first one to show you the difference. I'll put on the side a little bit. So if you look at it, I am recording at the same time. Okay, so see, the head is moving very fast. There is no smoothness in this. Okay, now I change it to default. See, it's a little bit smoother, but it's still fast. And the next one, I set it to slow. Okay, now I am at slow. See, the head is moving slower. This will add to a smooth movement and framing of your video. For the next one, I will swipe from bottom to up, and we're going to adjust the resolution. We're going to be in 4K. By default, it's at 60 frames per second, but we're going to go to 24 to have good motion blur in our video. And later, we're going to change the frame per second to 1/50. But if I plan to do slow motion, I will set the frame per second at 60 and the speed at 1/120. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment my video. This would be very appreciated. Thank you. Next, we will do the setting for the camera. I swipe from right to left. By default, you have the basic setting. We will click on Pro for more options. First, the white balance by default is on auto. To prevent change during the recording, I will set it to manual, where you can adjust the Kelvin. Usually, I set it at 5600 Kelvin. But if you don't know exactly the Kelvin, just point the camera in the direction you want to record, click on Auto, then click on Manual. It will keep the value of the white balance, and just click on Confirm. Under Color, select D-Lock M. This will record your video very flat, and it will give you more latitude for the color grading. If you swipe up, you have Image Adjustment. Click on Custom. By default, I set the sharpness at -2 and the noise reduction at 0. I prefer to adjust this setting in post if needed. Now we will set the exposure. By default, it's on auto. I will set it to manual. If you can see it, now my speed is 1/50. I have -0.7 for the EV, and my ISO range is 50 to 800. To control the exposure during the recording, I set the ISO between 50 and 800 or 50 and 1600. This will help me to control the light. With the setup I have done, we have too much light hitting the sensor, so the image is too bright. So to help us with this, we're going to have to install an ND filter in front of the camera. To help to adjust the exposure outside, I bought some ND filter from K&F, like this one. Okay, now I will install the force stop on it. on the gimbal. You have to take one. They are very small, and I always try not to drop it. And don't put your finger on it. They are very easy to install. Just put it in front of the lens, and it's done. And now you have the lens with the ND filter. I always prefer to start low with the ND filter, because if you start with the ND filter that is too strong, the camera will raise the ISO, and it's not very good. Now let's continue with the setting for the camera. The glamour is an effect that you have in the camera. I don't use it. The focus mode, by default I use a continuous mode, but if you want to do something special, you click on single, and you're gonna have to click on the screen to make the focus, and it will keep it. The next one is Project Showcase. In this setting, it's gonna focus on the closest object on the screen. I will go back and focus, and confirm, and now we have done with this setting. Okay, now I will start the recording. If you want to control the exposure during the recording, you swipe from right to left. You see the yellow one? You can control the exposure. We can do this only if you have variable ISO in the setting. Now we'll set it back at -0.7. If it's right, you will need to add an ND filter in front of the lens. Now let's talk about the different gimbal mode. First, we have to swipe top to the bottom. We have the gimbal mode just here. The follow. In this mode, the camera follows the direction of the gimbal. Next one, we're gonna have the tilt slack. The camera will stay at the horizon line. This is the right setup for pushing, pull out, and pan, because the camera will stay at the same level and down. There is no tilt up and down. The FPV mode. In this mode, the camera rotates freely and follow the gimbal move. This is good for creative shot. The FPVT, the last one. In this mode, the camera stays in the same direction with the touch screen. This is a good setup if you want to capture a subject facing the touch screen. Now we will go in setting, just like. The video compression is set to HEVC because we want to shoot in DLOG-M and 10-bit. For the reference line, I enable grid. This will help to place the subject at the right position in the screen, and it will be a lot more pleasing to the eyes. Now let's talk how to save profile. Let's say you did all the setting for shooting in 4K and you want to save it to be able to recover it next time. To do this, swipe down and click on the top left icon. I already have profile created for 24 FPS, 60 FPS, and auto. To save a new one, in this case C5, I just have to click on it, and click on confirm. Okay, now you can see at the bottom that you have the video icon with C5 on it. If you want to move from one profile to the other one, just click on it, just move it, select it, and now you're on C4. If you want to go back on C5, just click on it, boom. And if you want to do something different, like the default setting, just tap on this one and you're gonna have the default setting on it. As a precaution, always check when you clip your extension or the battery extension to the camera that you have both clips connected strongly, like this, because if they are not, sometimes you're going to move your camera and the camera will fall down and you're going to stay with only with this part in your hand. So there is a lot of video setting you can change in this camera, and there is a lot of mistake that could completely ruin your video because there is so much functionality and they are so in deep. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video will help. See you in my next video. Bye.